there, how are you guys? Our lesson is what can you do with motion? In this lesson, we're going to talk about measuring motion and simple machines. Let's start with recalling what motion is. Look at this picture. This boy is walking, right? He is in motion. That means he is changing his position constantly. He's moving from one place to another. So, motion is when an object moves from one place to another. In these pictures, we have bikers, runners, and swimmers. All these racers are in motion. They are changing their positions and they are moving from one place to another. Motion can be measured in different ways. We can measure distance, we can measure time, and we can measure speed. Distance, time, and speed. These people are running. We can measure how far they travel. How far they travel. When you measure how far something travels, that's distance, right? Now, a car may travel a distance of 1,000 meters, 700 meters, etc. And you can measure that distance by using measurements tools. Now, this man traveled from the tree here to this point. So, this is the distance he traveled, right? So, as we said before, we can measure distance by using measurements tools, right? We can also measure the time that this man needed to travel this certain distance, this distance. Look at this picture. This is a race. These are runners in a race, and these are swimmers in a race. And this man is holding a stopwatch. So we can measure the time it takes to go a certain distance. Like in this picture, this horse race, this is the stopwatch. A stopwatch is used to find the time it takes each racer to go a certain distance. Now, how can we know the winner? Look at this picture. As you can see, the red car is the winner in this race, right? The car that finishes first moves at faster speed than others. It means it takes less time to go a certain distance. Now, if you know the distance, if you know the time, you can easily calculate the speed. And this is something that you're going to learn later. To the exercise, in a race of 100 meters distance, these are the results of the runners. Runner A, 20 seconds. B, 19 seconds. C, 22 seconds. What do you think? Which one is the fastest and why? What do you think? Yes, runner B, because he took the least time to travel the same distance. So A, 20 seconds, B, 19 seconds, and C, 22 seconds. B is the fastest because he took the least time to travel the same distance. That is 100 meters. Now, to our second part of our lesson, look at this man here. This poor man is moving this heavy object, and obviously he is in pain, right? Now, this man is moving the refrigerator. It's a heavy object too, but he's moving it with much joy. Now, this man is trying to move this heavy rock, and he's failed. Now, I want you to think, how can you move these heavy objects in much easier way? In much easier way. Do you have an answer? Of course, you need to use simple machines. So what is a simple machine? Now, a simple machine is a tool that can make it easier to move objects. It's a tool that can make it easier to move objects. In this lesson, we're going to talk about three simple machines. Look at this picture. This turtle is sliding on this ramp, so it moved from up here to down here, from up there to down here. In this picture, we have a bar. We can lift this red box by pushing down on this side of the bar. In this picture, you can pull this rope from here to lift the bucket here. So, our simple machines are a ramp, a lever, and a pulley. Ramps, levers, and pulleys. Let's start with ramps. We can also call it inclined plane. Now, this man is pushing this box on the ramp or on the inclined plane from here, from down here to up there, right? So from one level to another. Also, this blue box, we are moving or pushing up this box from down here to up there. We can also slide it down from here to here. So what is a ramp? A ramp is a slanted tool used to move things from one level to another. So a ramp is a slanted tool used to move things from one level to another. Now, our second simple machine is a lever. Now, this is a bar, as you can see. We can push down here to lift off the lid in this side. And this is a fulcrum or a fixed point. In this picture, this is the bar, this is the fixed point, and we can push down this side of the bar to lift the heavy rock. So what is a lever? It's a bar that moves around a fixed point. A bar that moves around a fixed point. Now, a lever can change the direction of a motion. I want you to look at this picture here. This man is pulling the rope to lift the piano up. He is pulling the rope to lift the piano up. Snow White here is pulling the rope to lift the bucket from the well, right? So this is a pulley. This is a pulley. What is a pulley? It's a wheel with a groove through which a rope or chain moves. Look at this picture. This is the wheel. This is the groove through which a rope, this is the rope or chain moves. In this picture, we have ropes. This is a rope here, and a rope here. So what is a pulley? It's a wheel with a groove through which a rope or chain moves. Now, a pulley changes also the direction of a force. To the exercise, write the simple machine used in each picture. This is the first picture, this is the second picture, and this is our third picture. What do you think? This is a lever, yes, and this is a pulley, and this is the inclined plane or the ramp. Okay, that's it for today, third graders. I hope you enjoyed our lesson. I'll see you next time, inshallah.